Hello guys, Ivan Trades here. Once again, I'm back with another weekend trading forecast video. This one will be hopefully a short one, and let's see what we have on our list right here. So let's start with the DXY on the high time frame. So far I was expecting let's start on the high time frame so that we won't stay too much on this subject. So far we can see that the price on the DXY has been in a range bound when we opened on this past week on Monday 2nd of February 2026. We opened high into this large imbalance right here, which we can consider adding also the open of that volume imbalance. So far what I can see is that we also have displaced through this this bullish fair value gap, which was used as resistance to push price higher, as support. So far this fair value gap was used as inducement for the liquidity purge to the sell side, which was resting below this November's low 2025, and we have came back above it. So far what I can expect, I do expect a large a move to a range bound week, specifically if we make a high above this relatively equal highs over there, because we have formed a sharp move into this daily fair value gap right here and pushed back below the open of the Thursday's candle. So far we could see a potential bearish price action back to the monthly open, so this will be more likely if we respect the lower half of the Friday's price action, meaning that I'll be monitoring closely how the price will react on the lower half of this daily candle of Friday on the DXY. So if I'm expecting a move lower, where can I expect it to end? First of all, there is this monthly open, and secondly there is this bullish fair value gap, which is also a BC. We can expect a move into it before considering anything. But if we breach the upper half of this Friday candle, we could expect price to raid these highs right here and possibly fill the whole of this gap right here back into the yearly open. Keeping this in mind, then this means that we are bullish on the Euro USD and GBP USD as well as the indices. So if we come right here on the Euro USD, you can see how clearly this has been a large move to the upside. So far what I will be looking for these highs right here. You can see these relatively equal highs. We've purged this low right here side of this fair value gap, so it's safe to consider looking for longs before we reach the Wednesday's high, February 4th, as well as the monthly open. So that those are my main draws on liquidity. This buy side liquidity resting above there. Yeah, that is my main target in the early this early week. Also, I expect price to respect the upper half of this candle right here. If we open on Monday, make a shallow low, I can expect a move towards this buy side liquidity and possibly maybe this monthly open. If the move is large enough, I can expect also the price to reach this bearish fair value gap, which can also be called SCB. So that is what I'm expecting on the Euro USD. So that is the same case on the GBP USD. Even though it is the weakest one among Euro and GBP USD, but I'm still expecting higher prices on the GBP USD. Nevertheless, if we open, make a substantial low, I can expect a move back into this range right here, but you can see GBP USD is not the cleanest, but yeah, where can we target the of this up close candle, as well as let me clear out this one, this buy side liquidity resting above here. If this place above this high right here, which was created on Wednesday, I can expect the price to draw back towards this relatively equal highs which swept the 2025's high. So far, this is very largely unlikely, as we could see a potential reversal once price have started reaching some targets like this open right here. I'ma make this activity right here on the open of this candle because it is a bearish order block, meaning if price shows some sensitivity to it, we are most likely going to lower above below the January, and this Thursday 22 January is low. So all I'm expecting is a move, an open low, high, close, which is the previous week's low, as well as this January's low, as well as this low right here, and this daily fair value gap. So bias on GBP USD. So if we go to the indices, we can see the same structure. At the moment, I don't have a strong bullish bias on the indices because of the current economic status of the US. Everything can change in a matter of a minute. Just it's a matter of one tweet from Trump for everything to drop bearish. So I'm expecting a bullish momentum, specifically after this beautiful candle sweep right here. You can see that this is a very bullish candle too. If we measure the range back to the all-time high, you can see that we are still in a discount. So what that means is that I'm still expecting higher prices, meaning that I will be expecting something like this: open low, high, close. If we do not get any reversal also, which I'm not comfortable looking for more longs, because first of all we will be in the premium I won't be looking for more longs unless we have another candle to define the second range to be long into, from which we will be in the discount. So only then I will be looking for more longs, but if we reach the monthly open, I will be less likely to take long setups. Instead, I could be looking for reversal towards the back into the range. So the same bias is for this one, which is S&P 500, which is obviously the strongest one, which is most likely going to reach back into the NAS 100. So the reason being, we swept this Thursday's low, we closed above it right here. You can see that we inverted it right here, and also look how close we are back at the all-time highs. I have no doubt that we could reach it probably on Monday or Tuesday, so that is not what I'm concerned too much about on the S&P 500. If you go to the gold, we can see the same narrative playing out. I'm bullish on gold specifically due to this candle to closure, and also how close we are to this buy side liquidity. But the only problem is the fact that this range, we are very much in the premium unless I catch some moves back on the monthly open, which will be in the discount of the range from Wednesday 4th of February to the 6th Friday of February. I'm less likely going to take long setups unless if we open high, sweep these highs and confirm a high formation, I could be looking for moves towards this sell side liquidity. But yeah, nothing currently tells me that I should be bearish unless we open high first here. So I'll be looking for longs. If we open low, make a low, open low, form a high, which we will be targeting these buy side liquidities. Yeah, those will be my main targets if we manage to come back to the discount. So that is the same story on the silver, but the silver is the weakest, which tells me I can confidently look for longs more on silver, even more than looking for longs on the gold. The reason being, see the range right here, we are still in a discount. If we make a low right here, let me clear this out. If we are here of the Friday's range, so silver is actually looking even better if we don't open high back into this bearish favor gap, right, which is right here, and we make a low here. I liquidity, which is resting above this high, which we tested a bearish imbalance. So this high which I will be targeting is the previous week's high, which was formed on 4th of Wednesday, February. So silver is actually looking better, so I'll be more looking for setups on silver more likely than gold today, from which we can expect the move to originate from. it's kind of difficult because aside from this mitigation block right here, which is this candle, let me see, this one which was already tested, nothing else does catch my attention. But if we make a low side of this candle's high, I'll be looking for longs on the silver to push back into this high right here, which is kind of clear this buy side liquidity in the premium, secondly the monthly open, as well as this buy side liquidity resting above there. You can see that I anticipated this high forming even though I didn't actively trade it. So on the gold, if we come back a little bit, you can see that this exact same high is already taken on gold, and we are far above this mitigation block right here. So if we retest it on the gold, that would be even better. So I think that is all I'm looking for in the on market. If you know what I was looking for, you know I was bearish on all markets in the last week. So let's see if the buyer spreads out and see if we will get setups. Don't forget to join this Telegram channel above right here, Ivan Trades channel. That is where I post daily setups which are in accordance to my Ivan Trades model or IVT model, which I use to trade in the financial markets. So thank you for sticking till the end, and I'll see you guys in the upcoming week. So happy next week. As I like to say, thank you for sticking around, and